This is the L5S1 ELDOA. This is for where the lumbar vertebrae, the very last lumbar vertebrae, joins the pelvis. It's one of the great ELDOAs to finish your ELDOA session with, and also to finish your workout with, especially if you've been lifting weights in your workout. Really important when you start this is to put your hips very snug against the wall. I move myself slightly forward of the mat and try to put my hips right on the wall, and lie down and rotate over so that now my butt cheeks are very snug on the wall and my spine is flat. We're going to straighten the legs, and as you straighten the legs you may find that your pelvis rolls up. So your gauge of how far you straighten the legs is determined by keeping the pelvis flat. Now, make sure the pelvis is flat, make sure the spine is flat, the ribs are pulled down, pick your head up, tuck your chin, and have your eyes down, looking down, breathing out onto your breastbone. Now we're going to try and straighten the legs as far as you can, making sure you keep that tailbone down. We're going to roll the legs inwards. Now your legs go apart only wide enough that when you roll the legs inwards that the big toes do not touch. Now I have a lot of movement inwards. Some of you will be more restricted. That's totally normal. Don't try to get as much as I have. But I'm going to roll my legs inwards. The kneecaps are looking at each other. The feet are looking at each other. Then I'm going to pull my toes up and pull my ankles up towards my face. I'm going to drive my knees into the wall. Rotate as hard as I can from my thighs, pulling the toes up, and I'm going to try to straighten the knees and then pull the hips down into the floor, the spine into the floor, the chest into the floor, the chin tuck into the floor. Then bring your arms vertical, tip the wrists and fingers backwards as if you were holding a dinner plate in your hands. Turn the arms fully so that the upper arm has rotated. Keep the eyes down, looking down. Keep the tension in the legs. Pull the hips to the floor. And we bring the arms overhead, making sure the rib cage doesn't lift, making sure your head doesn't lift. Now try to drive your arms off your body. Try to push the knees into the wall and drive your heels up to the sky, but pull your hips down. And we are holding here for 1 minute hold, and you're trying to get maximum tension. So the arm drive, lifting the arms off the shoulders, lifting the ribs off the pelvis, pulling the pelvis into the floor. Make sure your low back pushes into the floor as well. Activate your core. Roll those legs in. Now drive the heels up to the roof as hard as you drive your arms overhead. Eyes are down, looking down, breathing onto your breastbone. Pull your collarbones down to the floor. Everything is flat on the floor. And after that 1 minute hold, you bring your arms onto your chest, your knees onto your chest. Now just relax here and do maybe 3 or 4 beautiful deep breaths just to let everything relax. And when you get up, you roll your head, your chest and your knees all as one to the side, and then coming up onto hands and knees, and just finish with some cat-cows where you breathe in as you come to neutral, breathe out as you go into that fully bent fetal position, breathing in as you come to neutral, breathing out.